Our top story at this hour is coming from India, where the death toll in a mine explosion in the state of Meghalaya has risen to 30 now as rescue operations continue. District officials have said that the explosion occurred at an illegal rat hole mine in Thangso in the East Jaintia Hills. The explosion reportedly occurred when workers were using dynamite for illegal mining on government land. The intensity of the blast caused a portion of the hill to collapse, burying several workers. So far, the Meghalaya administration has confirmed the recovery of 4 bodies. Following this incident, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced an ex gratia of 200,000 Indian rupees for the family of the deceased. The explosion has exposed the harsh reality of illegal mining in the region. Once used extensively in India's northeastern states, rat hole mines are named for their narrow tunnels. They were banned in 2014 because of the large number of fatalities and the damage caused to the environment. According to government estimates, over 60 people have died during illegal rat hole mining in Assam and Meghalaya since 2012. And let me welcome former DGP of Meghalaya, Mr. Kulbir Krishan, on the broadcast to get us an understanding of what this really means and, how the situation has been challenging for the workers there. Mr. Krishan, welcome to WION. I want to start by asking you, just the fact that this rat hole mining procedure has been banned by the National Green Tribunal since 2014. How is it still going on in the state illegally?
Yeah, thank you for having me. First of all, my condolences to those who have lost their lives and those speedy recovery to those who have been injured. It's a fact that since 2014, the Meghalaya High Court, the Honorable Supreme Court, the NGT, everybody has banned rat hole mining. But it's the sad truth that rat hole mining is prevalent on a very large scale, particularly in East Jaintia Hills and other parts of Meghalaya. And it's a failure of administration, forest department, police, transport, and a whole lot of agencies that such an rat hole mining can continue even today and is continuing on a rampant and massive scale. And only when such a tragedy occurs is the media or others attend to it. Otherwise, it's an ongoing daily affair.
And so, Mr. Krishan, I also want to understand the kind of challenges both the workers as well as police officials like you in the state would have, faced on a daily basis just to nab those who are illegally involved in this kind of a rat hole mining.
See, this is a powerful nexus. There are, in the rest of India, anything which is under the soil doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the state. But in the state of Meghalaya, if you find coal or uranium or gold or rare earth metals under your land, that metal or that material belongs to you. So this has been exploited by rich coal barons who have taken over large tracts of land which they know to be coal bearing. And first they do is clear the forests. Then they have what they call box cutting. They cut the topsoil and go into the interior, as can be seen from your images. And then they do horizontal drilling for 1,000 meters or more, where there are coal seams, and the coal is taken out, is loaded into trucks, and is sent to Assam and other parts of India. The fact remains that Meghalaya coal has high calorific content and is very much in demand. Because it is in demand, it is illegally mined and sent to all parts of India, initially to Assam, and then from there all over. It's particularly used by brick kilns, who like this kind of high calorific coal. And coal, this is a highly unscientific method which is done. What happens is that once the digging starts, it's like a whole huge hall being supported by pillars of coal. And where they feel the coal has become weak, they put timber to hold up the mines. So what happens is sometimes there is cave-in, sometimes there is flooding of mines, and sometimes here it's not really dynamite. Some explosive was used in a neighboring mine, and a spark. Now, all these mines have methane and other very inflammable gases, and a spark can set off a catastrophe, has happened in this particular case.
Yeah.
And these are all now being shifted to very interior areas, which are even 4 hours, 5 hours from the road head. So
You know,
what
Mr.
happens is
Christian,
you have to
Christian,
use four
Mr.
months.
Christian, you know, which is what leads to my next question. The fact that this is happening in the very interiors of the state. The workers know the kind of dangers that are involved in this, yet they go ahead with it. These are migrant workers. They didn't just belong to Meghalaya. They had come from, nearby regions as well. Of course, you know, pointing to the fact that these are people who are coming in from poverty-like conditions, they're from poor families, and they had no choice but to get into it. Is it just for quick money?
Yes, you are right. Most of the labor involved is migrant labor. It comes from Nepal, comes from Bangladesh, comes from neighboring states, and it is because the daily wages given to such people for doing dangerous work is much higher than what is given to a normal. If a normal worker gets, say, 500 rupees a day, these people would be getting even up to 5,000 rupees a day. And it is the lure of the money which makes them risk their life and go in and do the mining.
Okay. All right. I'll leave it there. Mr. Kulbir Krishan, thank you very much for giving us an understanding of what really goes there on ground as far as this illegal rat hole mining is concerned. Extremely unfortunate that there are several people now who have died once again. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.